up, Just? Yo, where you been at, man? I ain't heard from you in a minute. What, you done fell off into one or something? Yo, don't stay gone too long. Peace.
Got your phone tapped, what you gonna do? Cause sooner or later, we'll have your whole crew. All we need now is the right word or two to make it all stick like glue. Then you're through, we got your phone tapped, what you gonna do? Cause sooner or later, we'll have your whole crew. All we need now is the right word or two to make it all stick like glue. We got you.
Peace to the nation of gods and earth and to all the human families of the planet Earth. My name is Queen Heavenly Born Earth, and I build out of Rahway, New Jersey, righteously named Righteous Way, Now Justice. Today's mathematics is wisdom God, all being born to born. Wisdom is wise words spoken by a wise person, also wise ways and actions manifested. Wisdom as an application of knowledge. It is how we manifest our thoughts and ideas to bring forth the clearest understanding of ourselves and our knowledge. Wisdom is also symbolic to the original woman because she is the vehicle through which understanding is physically born, meaning the babies. Simply put, God is the original black man with knowledge of himself. Every black man is born with the potential to be God, yet the key is to activate that potential and make that energy kinetic. Born means to be complete or to bring into existence. This goes for mentally as well as physically. Just as it takes 9 months for a baby to be born, every thought and idea has to be taken through the proper stages for the thought to be born complete, and it all starts with knowledge. I see wisdom God being born to born as me manifesting wisely the teachings of God to born a complete and thorough understanding of our culture, which is Islam. I sincerely love Allah's mathematics, the born degree in our supreme alphabet. As I interact with the dead world, I choose my words wisely. I carry myself respectfully, reflecting the light of our culture and the light of the true and living God. Therefore, I make my existence as the earth born. I show and prove through my ways and actions that the light that has been shown upon me by God is right and exact and brings the truth of myself into existence. The 9th degree in student enrollment asks, what is the said birth record of the Nation of Islam? Answer, the Nation of Islam has no said birth record. It has no beginning nor ending. It is older than the sun, moon, and stars. We know that the Nation of Islam has a said birth record of 1930, yet Islam itself has no said birth record. Islam simply means I sincerely live Allah's mathematics, and mathematics means science. Science is something that has always been in existence. The birth record of the Nation of Gods and Earth is October 10th, 1964, and the founder is Father Allah. Peace.
Peace. I come to you in the name of my aunt Sincere Earth, firstborn Earth from born Mecca, Baltimore. Wisdom is the wise words, ways, and actions of a wise person. Or is it? For many years, days, and months, I heard people begin building on today's mathematics by using that same definition. But let's explore every square inch of it to see if it's both right and exact. First, let's define wisdom. Wisdom is a two-part concept. It deals with your words as well as your actions. When we deal with supreme mathematics, the importance of your word carries a lot of weight. That's why we say that your word is bond, because it links what you say to what you will do. But can wisdom only be exhibited by a wise person? No. Gandhi once said, it's unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom, and it's healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might have error. That means that a wise person can say or do something dumb, and a dumb person can say or do something wise. In fact, we usually consider a person as being wise just because they demonstrate they know something about one particular subject or have a particular skill. However, it's easy to be wise in one thing and dumb in another. It's important to keep in mind so you won't always be looking for wisdom from someone who's just wise, not all wise, and that's the difference. A lot of times people say something intelligent and the next minute do something foolish. How does that happen? Well, usually it's because they're just dealing with one aspect of wisdom, the verbal, and they don't follow up or support it with their actions. Conversely, some people are wise in their actions. They're skilled in some area of physical activity, but when it comes to articulating and communicating with people to accomplish that activity, they're dumb, meaning they can't find the right words. If you want to deal with wisdom to the fullest degree or extent, we should utilize both aspects of wisdom, wise words and actions, and not isolate one or the other. Wisdom is the bridge to understanding, and we can make our wisdom stronger and more efficient and swifter at born in that understanding when we deal with both aspects. This is what was illustrated in the story in the Bible about Musa and his brother Aaron. See, Musa was born with a speech impediment. So when he was a baby, he bit a piece of hot coal and injured his tongue. Musa was effective in organizing and mobilizing people to achieve a common goal. But he was a terrible communicator. He only had access to one aspect of wisdom. That's why he had to call his brother Aaron to be his spokesperson and to help him properly communicate his thoughts, ideas, and observations. Together, they represent both aspects of wisdom, the wise communication and the action. So we can understand that there's a difference between being wise and being all wise. The word all means completely, entirely, or in every aspect. Again, some people are wise, but they ain't all wise. And I'm defining all wise as being intelligent with what you say as well as what you do. Being all wise should be your initial objective when dealing with wisdom. That's another reason why Musa had a hard time civilizing the devil. Musa would tell the devil that the people in Mecca bought a boatload of fish for them to eat. But when we ran the devil from the root of civilization, we took from him everything except their language. What was their language? Their language was telling lies. So they asked Musa, where's the water if a boat brought all the fish? Elijah Muhammad said that at that point, Musa knew he couldn't tell the devil just anything. The devil called Musa a lie. He was just dealing with one aspect of wisdom, his words. And he wasn't effective enough to born that understanding. His words weren't consistent with his actions. So if you're going to deal with wisdom, then you should deal with all aspects of wisdom. In addition, it's not enough to just say something wise when you get around the gods and earths, or even in your build on this original thought magazine. Then when you get around the 85%, your co-workers, children, have a job interview, converse with people who don't know knowledge what we knowledge, you aren't wise enough to speak to them, and then you get all done. Or they can't support the wise things they say with wise action. How do you follow up with a great build around the gods on Original Thought magazine saying how the babies is the greatest, and then you go home, beat on your kids, don't teach them, or don't spend any time with them? That's not being all wise. It's not the fullest representation of wisdom. It's what I call weak wisdom. Another example of weak wisdom is the person who actually does do a lot of positive things in the community, have a great job, or is doing great in school. Their actions are wise because they live supreme mathematics, but they never tell nobody that they God of earth. Why do people think that's wise? We're not a secret society. I'm not saying, go around screaming the black man is God. But there's a problem if you're supposed to be so wise, but you're scared or unable to tell people what we teach. You know the type. They say they don't get in conversations about God, or they have younger siblings or children, or in a relationship with people they just refuse to teach. It's unfortunate because people might not ever know you're God of earth and can rob people the opportunity of learning about our nation. That's definitely not being all wise. We even have people in the nation who are living supreme mathematics and claim the duty is to teach, but they can't even communicate with one another. They can't make their knowledge known without being loud, rude, or disrespectful. And they don't want to change how they communicate when they know their way isn't the most effective bridge to understanding. Listen, you can be Earth for trillions of years and actually do a lot of positive things. But if you don't properly communicate with people, then no one will be able to see your best parts. Also, we can sometimes use wisdom too loosely. Like, how many times have we said or heard someone say, yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of wisdom right now, meaning there's a lot going on in life where they busy. Or they say, yeah, I'm dealing with my whiz right now, meaning they're a woman. First of all, a lot of people who say they're so-called dealing with a lot of wisdom, most of the time it's negative and really not wisdom at all. It's just a lot of arguing or a lot of drama. But if they truly understand the definition of wisdom, then they would label whatever they were going through as unwise. And in terms of the wisdom being a woman, let me ask you this. Is every woman wise? No. Is every woman a direct reflection of the man she's dealing with? No. Some women have a wise man but continue to be dumb. So every woman should be judged according to what she does and not what her man does. So on this Wisdom Day, I ask everyone to ask themselves, are they being wise, or they're striving to be all wise each and every day, each and every way? With that, I say peace.